ladies and gents. Young, healthy Negro girl, about 15 years old, and ready and able to work and labor for y'all. Her previous owners say she can cook, clean, and sew. She is also breedable. Instead of paying $55, got 55, do I have 60? And I got 60 back there, and 100, and he wanted 100, I got 100. And 1.5, I have 1.5, I have 1.5 there. And he wanted 200, 200, I got 200 back there. And he wanted 2.5, 2.5, 2.5. Sold for $200 to the gentleman from Louisiana.
Twyla! Mother, what have you done? Answer me! Mother!
Can I help you?
Yes. I'm looking for paint.
We got some in the back over there.
Thank you.
Huh.
Do you have any other kind of paint?
What other kind of paint is there? You just painting a barn?
I am not painting a barn. We don't even have one.
You ain't from round here, are you?
I am. Just been gone a long time is all.
What did you do to get sent away?
I didn't get sent away.
Pa says colored people ain't got that many places they can go because your people is useless.
Well, I don't know if that's all true, if he ain't met every colored person in the world to say so.
Pa knows all the colored around here. I do too. Except for you, that is. I don't recall you.
Watercolors.
Where's that?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean anything.
You ain't like none of the colored girls around here. What's your name, girl?
Twyla.
What is going on here, boy?
Nothing, Paul. Just trying to help the customer.
Did you find what you need, gal?
No, sir, thank you. I'll be on my way
No,
now.
no, you hold on a minute now. You're that Carter gal, ain't you? Your daddy bring you home for the burial. Answer me, gal.
Yes, sir.
Ain't you uppity niggas? Think these too good for a good old Southern education. Went up north. That where you come from, gal? Went to one of them fancy schools. They let niggas sit with whites.
No,
Answer me!
No, sir.
You get on out of here. You are stinking up the place. And you get back to work, boy, and don't you mess around with that nigger gal. You hear me? We do not need her kind stirring up no trouble around here.
Yes, Paul.
God damn it.
Is it true? Sampson, they can't really do this, can they? I mean, We did nothing wrong, not really.
Calm down, Twyla, honey. I don't know what's happening.
But Sam's in jail. They want to put us in jail because we married. Because we're the wrong color for each other.
I won't let them do no such thing to you, Twyla. We can't be safe nowhere in this world.
Oh, let's just pack up. We can leave Virginia. We can go to Washington, D.C. We can be happy there.
No, we won't run. Not this time. Not this time.
Then what are we going to do then? Them people out there, they're going to harm us. No, just because I'm your wife. No.
I won't let them do that to you, Twyla. I won't.
Then what are we going to do, Sampson? They'll never let us be. Maybe I made the wrong decision.
Are you saying you regret being with me?
No. What I mean is, maybe we didn't think this thing through well enough. Samson, them people out there, they're gonna do us harm. Just because I am your wife.
No matter what they do, they can't make me stop loving you. You hear?
I love you too, Samson.
Always remember, there is nothing ugly about our feelings for one another. And I'll find you. No matter where you are, I'll never stop.
Love you. Oh, Samson, I'm scared.
But Your Honor, we truly love each other. Shouldn't that count for something?
We do not recognize such abominations in this here court of law. The Racial Integrity Act, 1924, clearly states that the mixing of races is not right. Love or no love. And I ain't gonna allow no such union between a nigger and a white to continue.
But this isn't right. You can't tell me who I can love. I have rights. I'm an American citizen, and so is she.
You are hereby sentenced to 1 year in the county jail.
No, this isn't right.
Please, Your Honor, if we could just...
Quiet! You's the reason this fine young man got himself into such trouble. The likes of you and your wicked ways.
How dare you talk to her? Oh!
I am not wicked, Your Honor. Where are you taking him?
Your kind is always practiced in the voodoo arts, dealing with the devil, and beguiling our good Christian men into your lustful, sin-filled dens of destruction. Let's see you work that voodoo on a 5-year jail time!
Wait a minute, Twyla! Twyla!
Got another letter. News about your nigger wife,
What about Twyla?
Twyla. That's some kind of fancy name for a nigger gal, ain't it? It kills me sometimes, the way they think there's something that they ain't.
What about my wife, Pa? That's my personal property. Give it here.
Well, it says here, she's dead.
You lie.
Read it for yourself.
You lie.
Looks like she hanged herself.
Oh.
Well, better she do it than the Klan get to her. They've got no qualms about hanging nigger women. Huh. Perk up, boy. You're free to start over. You can find yourself a real nice white woman this time and have some kids. Move on with your life. Start fresh. I am going to go talk to the judge and see about getting you out of here.
Speak to me, canvas. What should I create on you? How about peace? No. No, I've already done that. All right. Passion. What about passion? No. Maybe.
Twyla, why are you still here? Do you have any idea of how late it is?
Mama.
It ain't safe down here, child. Told you that.
Mama, ain't nobody gonna rob an art gallery.
Oh, Twyla, desperate people do desperate things. I've told you that too.
All
You
my
should-
life. Look, Mother, I have some work to do here. I'll call you later when I get home.
You need to get a light, Twyla. Holding yourself up in here ain't gonna help you none. Oh, I saw Richard earlier today.
So what?
So what? He told me to tell you hello and that he misses you.
Oh, please. I am so not having this conversation with you, Mother.
Oh, Twyla, he made a simple mistake. You're gonna hold that against him for the rest of his life?
He's lucky that I didn't take his life. Mama, I caught him in bed with another man, not some other woman. Now that does not classify as a forgivable, simple mistake.
Oh, he was just simply experimenting, Twyla.
Are you seriously defending him?
Well, there aren't too many good, eligible black men left around here, especially one with a good name and money. It was one time, he said. Twyla, sometimes men have needs, and we women simply cannot fulfill them. And we must accept that.
Again, Mother, I do not want to have this conversation right now. I have work to do.
And you ain't getting any younger either, Twyla. You'll be 35 this year, and
I
your
know,
clock
I know it's ticking. Mama, you remind me every time I have a birthday. You know, do me a favor. Next time you see Richard, tell him I said from the bottom of my heart, go to hell.
Twyla, that is no way.
I mean, I'm not settling for any old black man, just because you say there ain't none left, according to your guesstimation. Love ain't settling.
And it ain't no fairy tale neither. Twyla, a black woman today has got to get what she can when she can. It isn't like when your father and I were coming up. Black men were plenty.
Please go, Mama.
I
can't
had
catch a migraine.
several friends before I decided on your father. Yes. Oh, that man marched with King. He fought for blacks for their equality. He was a good man.
And a good man is hard to find. So I've heard all my life.
Twyla, just think about what I've said. Now, Richard is a good man, but he's not going to wait forever.
Goodbye, Mother.
All right, I'm going. Twyla, call me when you get home, honey. And lock this door behind me.
Uh-huh. Lord, she gives me a headache.
Hello.
Oh,
I am so sorry. I did not mean to scare you. Are you all right?
yes, I am fine. I just got a little paint in my eye.
Let me see. Maybe I can help.
No, it's fine. Now, how may I help you?
Well, I just opened my practice across the street, and I'm afraid the walls are quite bare. I love art, so when I saw your sign, I thought I'd come have a look.
Okay, please do. Take a look around. Everything is for sale. If you should see something that you like, that is.
Thank you.
Oh, Twyla.
Twyla, is there a last name?
Not really. You can just call me Twyla.
have we met before? I feel as though we have. Have we?
I don't think so.
If I'm making you uncomfortable, I do apologize. But you just feel so familiar to me.
No, it is fine. I get it a lot, honestly. Now, please. So, what kind of practice do you have? Are you a doctor?
A dentist.
Oh,
Please don't look like that. It's just you looked so frightened, like a little girl.
no one likes to go to the dentist, I'm afraid. Just the thought of it makes me nervous.
We're really not so bad, you know. Our methods have improved over the years. Dentistry's really quite painless these days.
If you say so.
My name's Sampson. Bennett.
Sampson? Well, that's a bit unusual, isn't it?
Not in my family, apparently. The firstborn males all inherit the family name. I'm afraid, though, it didn't stop me getting into a few fights growing up. But, what about your name? Twyla?
My mother is a bit dramatic, I'm afraid. Yeah. I was born at midnight on the 20th anniversary of the murder of my grandfather at twilight. He was murdered by the KKK.
I'm so sorry if I brought up any painful memories.
Oh, no, you didn't, Mr. Bennett.
Sampson, please, call me Sampson. I insist.
Okay, Sampson. My family has a long history in the civil rights movement in this country. Well, what about this painting for your office walls?
It's remarkable. What's it called?
That colorblind kind of love. Perhaps it is too much for the space. You know, I have others.
No. I want this one.
Are you sure? I mean, it is a rather suggestive piece, even for this day and age. And I didn't mean to offend. It's just some people still harbor such hate.
You need not apologize to me, Twyla. You've made me a very happy customer. Could you deliver it to my office tomorrow after we close?
Don't you want to know the price first?
It wouldn't matter to me. When I see something I like, I get it. You can't put a price on beauty.
Well, what time do you close?
6 o'clock. Until then, Twyla?
Well, yes. Tomorrow, 6 o'clock sharp. Thank you, Mr. Johnston. I am sure that your wife will love the sculpture. And again, happy anniversary.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Have a good one.
Kids. Hey, hello, hi. Hi, Twyla.
Why are you smiling like that? If I didn't know you any better, I swore you got some last night or something.
No, I didn't. And I wouldn't tell you if I did.
Yes, you would. It's been so long since you got any. You be screaming that shit from the rooftop.
Now, see, you have to be so vulgar about it. And why you come in here all loud? What if I had a customer in here?
Child, please. I just watched your only customer of the day leave here just now, smiling like he got a free basket of wings from Hooters or something. What you do? Show him them big titties of yours?
Hell no, he's smiling because it's his wedding anniversary, and he just purchased a wonderful sculpture from yours truly for his wife of 50 years, thank you.
Ugh, 50 years? With the
Beautiful.
same man?
Uh-huh.
Girl, if I had to look at the same dick.
Oh,
50
Mary,
years.
please! Now, this is a place of business, not the club or the back alleyway.
Whatever. Anyways, I just wanted to see if you wanted to come check out that new club downtown with me tonight.
Oh,
No, new club, let's go, we can go back, you better, you work, that's right, we gon' get down,
hell no, Mary. No. You know, I don't do clubs anymore.
Well, you need to start. Ever since you broke up with, what's his name?
I forgot.
The hell you did, Richard, that's his name. I told you not to date his sorry ass.
Mary!
Well, I did. And now you hold yourself up in the shop like you're in a cocoon or something.
No, I haven't.
Why you keep looking at your watch? You got someplace special to go?
No, I just have a delivery to make.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
What time?
6.
6.
Mm-hmm.
That's 8 hours from now. What's so special about this delivery?
Nothing. And look, don't you have to be at work or something?
For your information, I am on a break.
What break? You drive a bus for people with special needs. Wait a minute. There's people on that bus, Mary.
Like I said, I am on a break.
Those are special needs people, Mary. Special. You can't just leave them alone.
Well, it ain't like they in a hurry to go anywhere anyways.
You are unbelievable.
Stop tripping, T. I'ma leave in a minute. I just want to know if you'll check out that new club downtown with me. Please.
Mary.
Please. Help a sister out. Come on, I need this. I need to meet me somebody. I'm surrounded by retards all day.
Now that ain't funny, Mary. You could go to hell for saying something like that.
Then help me go to hell for something good. Like hot, unbridled, adulterous sex.
I told you I can't. I have to make a delivery at 6.
And what's that got to do with going to the club at 11? What's so special about this delivery?
Nothing. It's just a new business has opened and ordered some work for me.
Mm-hmm. So, what's his name?
What are you talking about?
Oh, Don't give me that nothing look, Twyla. I've known you all your life, and that look you giving me, it says hot meat, honey. Wait, let me check this out. Ooh, girl, I smell a man. Give it up, girl.
Oh, now you're making a big deal out of nothing, Mary.
A big deal out of nothing, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me see.
What? No. Mary, now you know I don't believe in that stuff.
Oh, you ain't got to see a thing to believe it. Come on.
What is it? Wait, why are you smiling like that? What do you see?
It's him.
Who?
Him! The special one who's followed you all your lives. I've told you this before. You've lived more than one lifetime. This is your third, in fact.
Now, oh, please. Now, you were high on something that night. And I remember because I had to leave Richard's party early to carry your big butt home.
I was not high. At least not on purpose. I told you. Somebody must have slipped a roofie in my drink, trying to get their hands on Lucy V.
Oh, God.
I'm serious, Twyla. My great-grandma Nessa was a medicine woman.
Nessa?
Or something.
Oh, you mean she was a voodoo woman, huh?
No. Stop it. No. Well, hey, you think I could put a curse on someone? Yeah, like whip up a love spell.
No.
Or like a love
Wait.
potion or something.
Can we get back to the story, please?
It's like I said, you've been here before.
And I was a slave who fell in love with the master's son, a white man. Yeah, now that is ridiculous. It's like a fantastically ridiculous romance novel. My mother, she would die if she heard this story.
Well, that wouldn't be so bad now, would it?
Now, are you sure that you didn't just read this somewhere?
No! He's come back for you, I'm sure of it. You two were meant to be together. Don't you believe in soulmates? Lovers that travel across time to be together. Soulmates! Come on, Twyla, you're an artist. There got to be some kind of spiritual connection up there.
Well, he did ask me if we had met before.
And what did you say? Come on, girl, this is exciting. Like that one episode on Guiding Light when Trevor almost...
Reva, and I said no.
Why would you say that? You know what I done told you. What's his name?
Sampson.
Ah!
Samson Bennett.
Sampson, what a name! Like Samson and Delilah.
If I remember correctly, Delilah was Samson's downfall.
Girl, don't believe everything you read.
It's one of the greatest stories in the Bible.
Like I said, whatever. It has to be him. This is so exciting. I can't wait to tell Aunt LaRue. She gonna be so excited too.
Mary, I think your break is over.
What? Why?
Because those retards are driving off with your bus.
What? No! You sons of bitches! Get back here with my damn bus! Bye!
Yes, I'll call you later. Lord, why am I so nervous? I'm just delivering a painting to a customer is all. Kindred spirits. No way.
Oh, Twyla, there you are. I was so worried.
Mother, what are you doing here? Again, we're closed.
Twyla, I'm your mother. Not one of your rarely seen customers. Besides, I've been trying to reach you all day and your phone's been ringing busy.
I've been working, Mother. Now, look, you have to go. I have a delivery to make.
Well, I just came to share some exciting news. Richard has agreed to come to dinner tonight, so you be at the house at 7.
I'm not going to dinner with Richard. How dare you interfere,
I'm
Mother?
doing no such thing. I'm just trying to right a grievous wrong. How do you and Richard so clearly belong together?
Richard is gay, Mother.
Bisexual. There's a difference.
What?
That's right. There's a difference, according to my research. Richard still likes women, and most importantly, he still wants you, which I find remarkable, considering your attitude in all of this. You don't have too many options, that's why.
Mother, out!
Don't you raise your voice at me, young lady.
I am so done. Just because he is a black man does not make him right for me.
Twyla!
Out, I said.
You don't have to raise your voice. Can't we talk like civilized people?
Don't make me go there. Now, I told you I have to deliver this painting.
And who would buy this painting?
And what is wrong with this painting?
Twyla, don't be foolish. It looks like a black woman embracing a white man. Is this some kind of joke? Is this thing fit to hang in the walls in public? What will people say?
Mama, in case you didn't know, art, it imitates life. There are plenty of black women and men who date outside their race, even Mary.
Well, that's ridiculous and completely wrong. Blacks and whites should never mix, not even in art.
You're serious, aren't you? Mama, this is not the 19th century.
Who bought this painting?
It's not important.
Yes, it is. Your father died because of them. Look at me. They shot him down in the streets like he was some dog. That's how they see us. That's how they've always seen us in this country. Haven't you been paying attention to the news lately? Baltimore, New York, who would want to marry them?
Mama, that was a long time ago. Things have changed.
Who are those boys in Jenna? They tell me something different.
I don't believe you. You would rather I be with a down-low brother who could bring me home some deadly disease than one of them?
Richard don't have no disease like that. He's a picture of health. He doesn't drink. He doesn't smoke. He works out at the gym.
And why don't you be with him, Mother, since he's so perfectly healthy?
Don't you be nasty with me, Twyla. I just want the best for you.
Dictating my heart is not what's best for me, and I can't even believe that you would want something like this for me. I'm not saying that Richard has AIDS or anything, but I don't want to be in a position to find out. Especially now that I know what he is. I'd rather fight a disease that I can see.
Twyla, you are being too dramatic about this. I mean, really.
I'm going to be late for my delivery.
Fine. I'll go. But Twyla, remember this. We have to stay with our own kind. It's safer that way for all of us.
Love is colorblind, Mother.
Maybe in your art, but not in the real world. So I'll see you at 7.
I am not going
7!
Hello? Is anyone here? I'm here to deliver a painting.
Hi again, Twyla.
Oh, Mr. Bennett.
Sampson, please.
Sampson. I brought your painting.
I see. For a minute, I thought you weren't coming.
I am so sorry that I'm late. I had a late customer.
I understand. I'm just glad to see you. The painting, I mean. Will you help me find the perfect wall for it?
Sure. What about... There.
Perfect. It's lovely. Simply beautiful, Twyla.
Thank you.
What was your inspiration, if you don't mind my asking?
Oh, I don't know. Love? Hope, maybe. Something in me revolts at the idea of love belonging only to specific kinds of people. My friend Mary, she drives a bus for people with special needs, and she is always calling them names like retard and stupid. She laughs when she talks about how some of them try to hold hands, like love is only for normal people. I guess I'm a romantic, but I just feel like love should be for whomever wants it, is open to it.
I don't think you're a romantic, Twyla. If anything, you strike me as a realist. You're real to me. That's what drew me to your painting.
Really? My mother hates it.
But why? I mean, it's your story for love and hope and... I mean, I get it. I believe in it too.
My mother's experience is, well, we just see the world differently, she and I.
Sounds a lot like my mother. Her life's motto is only up. The Bennetts do not go down, if you know what I mean.
I do. Unfortunately, I just learned who the enemy was tonight.
Me?
Not you per se, but your color.
You mean my colorlessness? I am amazed at how we can still use something as abstract as color to put people in boxes, to label them inferior or superior.
Most people see color as concrete, huh? My mother and people of her generation just can't seem to forget the pain of the past. I wish they could, because then we'd all be free to hope and love. I mean, everyone wants to be loved. Why are you smiling at me like that?
Because Will you have dinner with me?
What?
Dinner tonight, if you don't have plans already. Do you have plans already?
No. No, I don't have plans for tonight.
Great. Let me just get my things and we can go. Do you like Italian?
I love it.
Great. Great.
I am a dead woman.
Dun, 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 dun.
Girl, why are you looking like your dog just got hit by a truck?
Go away, Mary. I don't have any patience for your drama tonight.
Well, damn. I don't do drama, Twyla.
Then what do you call that?
Oh, this? You like it? It's my come get it dress.
Are you that damn desperate for a man, girl? That outfit is screaming. I'm a dumb heifer on the prowl is more like it.
Hey. Now, you ain't got to be calling me names just because I'm deploying my best assets to get what I need. Besides, now that you got a man, you ain't trying to hang out with me no more. A girl's got to do what a girl's got to do.
Oh, please. And Sampson is not my man. Sort of.
Excuse me? You've been seeing that man every night for over a month now. What the hell is he then if he ain't your man?
Look.
You don't smoke crack, so he can't be a dealer.
Ha! Very funny, Mary. Look, that's just it. I don't know what he is. I mean, I've been having these dreams, no, more like visions or something, ever since we went out that first night.
What do you see?
Him, Sampson, I think.
Twyla, I need to know exactly what you see.
Why? They're just dreams, right?
No, I think you've been visiting your past lives. But I need to know exactly what you see to make sure. Now tell me.
This is ridiculous, Mary.
Twyla, just because you don't believe a thing, don't make it not real. Past lives are not jokes. The spirits are not comedians.
Okay.
Come on.
All right. It's kind of scary, really. But I am crying. And really hard, so hard it feels like my stomach is about to burst wide open, like a watermelon hit with a sledgehammer. Like what Gallagher used to do, so I'm holding myself to keep from bursting open, and these hateful eyes from this pale-looking woman are ripping into me like she's the one that's hitting me with a sledgehammer. There is a man that is screaming my name. These hands, rough and dirt-soiled hands, are snatching at me like they're trying to rip off my skin. And the screaming, it hurts my ears, so I'm holding my belly with one hand and my ear with the other. And he can't help me now. He knows it. I know it.
Then what, Twyla?
I don't know. I wake up. Oh, this is ridiculous, Mary. I can't even concentrate on my work anymore. I can't get these dreams out of my head.
Visits.
What?
Look, there's some kind of shakeup going on in the universe. You need to tell Sampson about these visits. Maybe they'll stop once you reveal to him who you both are.
Reveal? Are you crazy, Mary? This ain't no Chris Angel magic trick. My life is not a magic show.
And neither is my gift of seeing. Now trust me when I tell you that the universe, time, is waiting for you to set things right. Tell Sampson about the visits and they'll stop. I'm almost sure of it. Besides, he's having dreams. I mean visits too.
What? How do you know?
Oh my God, Twyla.
This is just, I can't believe this.
Look, I gotta go. You don't have to take my advice. Fine. You just keep having dreams.
But if I tell Sampson that we're reincarnated souls or whatever, he is gonna think that I'm crazy.
You are crazy. No, I'm sorry. I'm kidding. I'm joking.
Mary, he's the best thing that's happened to me in a long time. After what happened with Richard, I never thought that I could ever be close to anyone ever again, let alone trust them. And I don't want to lose Sampson over something ludicrous like reincarnation crap. I mean, how is that going to sound? Samson, you and I were lovers during slavery and the Great Depression, and now, ta-da, we meet again. Yeah. If anything, I sound like a stalker. Oh, God. I'm a time-traveling stalker.
No.
Stalking, baby.
Stop. You're overreacting. You are so overreacting. You're not a stalker. Sampson is not going to think that you're crazy. In fact, he's waiting for you to confirm what he suspected all along. Will you please just trust me on this one, Twyla? You'll never know what can be if you don't take a chance. No, I gotta go. Wait, before you go, you never told me how our stories ended. And those past lives, what happened to us? Why would you want to know such a thing, Twyla? You already know the answer. But if you don't, there's just some things that people don't need to know. Oh. That bad, huh, Mary, for both of us? My gift, it can be a curse sometimes. Because you see things and you know things that you wish you didn't. You almost can't have a normal life with friends and family because you just know. Like most women during that time, period. You died during childbirth. That's what the masters were told, but it was deeper than that for you. You really can't die of a broken heart, you know? Look, I gotta go. Okay. But don't get arrested for prostitution. I ain't bailing your ass out of jail if you do. My life, it's just too complicated right now. Listen, I plan on being in handcuffs by the morning, but it won't be in jail. You are so nasty. Fruity. There's a difference. Bye. What a day. Sampson! You scared me to death!
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. Are you ready to go to dinner now?
Yes, just let me finish cleaning up a bit.
Wait, why are you doing that?
Doing what?
Putting that scarf back on your head. I've never seen you without it on.
I don't know, I was just...
I think it looks beautiful on you, Twyla. I mean, it's so thick, and may I...
May you what? May you touch my blackness, Sampson? My nappy roots?
No, that is not what I meant.
Oh, but it is what you meant. You know, my mother, she told me that she was right. All white men, they want to do is examine the black female body, touch us like exhibits in a museum or specimens in some horrid lab.
What? Now, wait a minute, Twyla. I am not all white men. Where did all of this come from? I just wanted to get closer to you. We've been dating for a few weeks now, and well, every time I try to get to know you, you pull away.
How is my hair? Getting to know more about me.
Because it's part of you. There isn't a part of you that I don't want to get to know. You see, this sort of thing, it'll drive a wedge between us.
These?
We're not so much that different, Twyla.
I wish I could believe that, Sampson.
You believe it in your art? Why not in reality? Maybe I'm a modern-day Cyrano de Bergerac.
Now, he was a foolish romantic.
He was a man in love.
With women his own color.
What is it going to take to get you to trust me?
This has nothing to do with trust.
Yes, it does. I am not Richard, Twyla. I will never hurt you.
No, this is not about the down low life.
I think it is. You're afraid to let me in because you're constantly thinking about what people like our mothers will think. I feel you tense up every time we're in public together and people look at us. So much so that we've had dinner at my place or yours just to avoid being seen in public together. Well, fuck them! They have no business telling us who to love or how to live our lives.
These aren't things that we can ignore. We don't live in a cocoon.
I'm not saying that we do, but damn it, Twyla, stop pushing me away. Let me show you that you can trust me with your heart, with your hair, with everything that makes you, you.
What if you're wrong?
I'm willing to take that chance.
Are you?
You have nothing to lose.
What are you doing?
Master, I was nothing, sir.
You could not have drawn this. Where did you get this?
Master Sampson,
Tell me the truth, girl. Where did you get this picture?
I did it.
You did this.
I'm so sorry, Master Sampson.
What is your name?
My name?
Yes, your name. You do have one, do you not?
Twyla, sir.
Twyla. And you drew this. This is remarkable, Twyla. I like it.
Sir?
When did you come here, Twyla? Where are you from? I don't recall seeing you before I left for Baltimore.
I don't know. I've been here a while since the drought come through. But I can't read nor write, so I've no real time to speak of.
Can't read nor write. But you drew this.
Yes, sir.
What else can you draw, Twyla?
Oh, nothing.
You need not be afraid of me, Twyla. I will not harm you.
Has not, Master Bennett.
You don't have to call me that. Oh, it's this damned system forcing such nonsensical proclivities upon us. I am sorry. I did not mean to frighten you. It's just, what else can you draw, Twyla?
I only did it.
There you are, Sampson. That'll be all, Twyla. You may go.
Yes, sir.
Why are you watching that nigger girl, Sampson?
I have no idea what you're talking about, Mother.
Of course you do. What did you put in your pocket?
Mother, I have not been home in several years, and already you are making me wish I had stayed gone longer.
Forgive me, Sampson. I did not mean to upset you. You have been gone such a long time.
You did not upset me, Mother. Why were you calling me?
To inspect the new shipment of slaves just in from Georgia. 3 men and 2 women. No children this time. They're quite useless, really. Like that Twyla.
When did you get her?
Who?
The slave girl you wished you had not purchased.
Oh, her. A few years ago. Why? Are you interested in her, Sampson? Well, she is a slave, so you may have her whenever you wish. Just be sure not to get her...
She is a human being, Mother, not some animal.
They breed like rabbits, Sampson. And I will not tolerate any indiscretions. The Bennetts go up, not down. Just the thought. Meet me in the yard in 10 minutes. There is much work to be done.
A remarkable human being.
forget to wash those rags thoroughly, Twyla. How many times must I tell you not to use so much soap, but to scrub harder? I swear, these people. Twyla? Twyla, do you hear me? Why, you insolent beast, look what you've done.
I'm so sorry, Mrs. I'm so sorry.
You did it on purpose. That was my grandmother's
No,
face.
no.
And now you're getting your beastly demon blood on it.
Back down!
Samson, she broke your Nana's precious vase.
Put it down, Mother. Unless you wish to see me return to Baltimore this instant, you will not hit this slave in my presence.
But she did it on purpose, and she deserves to be punished.
Then
Surely.
let me mete out the punishment, but it will not be a beating. I refuse to participate in such inhumane treatment of these people.
Inhumane. Samson, don't be so foolish. She's a slave, not a human, and she deserves to be severely whipped for her insolence and clumsiness. I have a good mind to sell her.
Mother, I was coming to fetch you when I heard your uproarious voice. I believe you have more pressing matters to attend to in the yard.
What are you talking about, Samson? I hate it when you speak in riddles.
They've captured one of the runaways.
Was it that Peter? He's been nothing but trouble since we bought him at that Jefferson auction.
I haven't a clue, Mother. Why don't you go and see for yourself?
Fine, I will. I know you favor her, Samson, much like a dog, and I don't even wish to know what you see in her. But see to it that she is punished.
Are you all right, Twyla?
Yes, sir. Yes, I was just fine, sir. Please, I gotta clean this mess up for Miss Bennett. Please, sir.
I come bearing a gift for you, Twyla. Go on. Take it. It's for you, and you alone.
I don't understand.
It's a set of drawing pens, so that you might, your drawing a few weeks ago. I wish to see your talent cultivated. I want to see you draw more.
Is he trying to get me in trouble, Master Sampson? I'm sorry, I ain't mean whatever I done.
No, Twyla,
Please don't send me-
please get up. I will never send you away, so long as it is within my power. Please don't cry. I want to help you.
Help me, what? Why you want to help me?
Because you are a remarkable human being. Everything that I have seen and read in my travels, north and west, to Europe, has given me a new lens with which to look at the world. You, Twyla, your people, you are not animals. You're like me, flesh and blood. Your drawing, it proves it.
The words you speak are not safe for me, Master. Please stop.
No, I will not stop. And I am not your master. I'm your friend, if you will let me be.
But Mrs.
Well, forget about her. Oh, obviously, you cannot forget about her. It isn't practical. How foolish of me to think so.
I never had a gift before. From a friend. I don't know if I can do it again. Draw. But seeing as how it means so much to you, I suppose I can try.
Oh, no, Twyla, don't be like that with me when we are alone. I'm your friend. You must promise me that you will let me teach you things, give you gifts when I can. I have not had a friend to confide in, to share my ideas with since returning. This place, it's caught up in its greed and hate, and I do not belong here, and neither do you. So we will be each other's confidant, yes?
It did not matter to me where he came from or why he came. All that really mattered was the way he made me feel. I laughed more when he was around. I began to notice my smile. I saw myself in a different light. I discovered things about me that I never took the time to know. We grew to be friends, and it's funny, because it was like he had known me his whole life.
Ooh, girl, spill it. How was dinner with that delicious man of yours the other night?
You are so crude, Mary.
What's your point? Now listen, Twyla, I ain't had none in a long time. So I'm living vicariously through you. So give me the juice.
I'm surprised with that outfit that you got on.
Yeah, girl, you know I'm
But you ain't been picked up yet. Yes, yes.
Wait a minute. Stop avoiding my questions. What's he like in bed?
Well, wait a minute now.
I heard white men ain't on a spectacular in the art of a...
Okay, stop right there. First of all, that is a disgusting myth.
Oh, girl, tell me.
Second of all, I haven't slept with Sampson. We've only had a few dates.
A few dates? Twyla, what the hell are you waiting for? I done told you he's the one.
That's the problem with black folks today. You got one foot in voodoo black magic and the other in bedroom reparations.
What the hell are you talking about?
Never mind.
Oh, hell no. Tell me you ain't been wearing that Aunt Jemima Big Mama scarf while you been going out with Sampson.
This is my style, Mary. I'm an artist.
You are full of shit, is what you are. You're hiding.
No, I have no idea what you're talking about. What is so damn funny?
You're scared to let him see you.
Mary, I have work to do, so you could just...
What, are you ashamed of it or something?
What? You are making a big deal out of nothing. Look, I wear my hair in a bun to protect it from the paints and the chemicals that I work with. Who are you to judge me? You wear wigs.
Only when I'm about to get my freak on.
I give up.
Look, all I'm saying is, it ain't never worked, Twyla. Hiding what you are, it ain't worked then, and it ain't gonna work now. Bye.
Twyla,
Master.
when you didn't answer before, I was worried that... Were you drawing?
Yes, sir.
May I see it? Thank you. Is this me? Oh, please answer me, Twyla, and raise your head. You're not to be like that with me when we're alone. I've told you.
Yes, it is.
Put it away. You must never let anyone see it.
I've made you angry.
No, I'm not angry with you. I'm angry with myself for thinking I could make things different for you, for your people. Oh, I'm at odds with everything here in my very own home.
Please don't send me away, Master Bennett. I mean whatever I've done, please.
No, I will never send you away. Don't you understand? I have developed feelings for you, feelings that I cannot and must not act on. It would put you in more danger than you are already in. I came to tell you myself that I'm leaving for Baltimore in the morning.
Baltimore.
When I finish my schooling, I will take ownership of all my father's property. I will own... Twyla.
Don't go, Sampson.
You're beautiful like that, you know.
Why do you always sneak up on me like that?
I knocked before I came in. I missed you, Twyla.
Sampson, it hasn't been that long.
It's felt like eternity to me.
Maybe it has been. Sampson, we need to talk.
Have I done something wrong? I'm rushing you, aren't I? I just can't shake this weird feeling that you and I belong together. It's like nothing I've ever felt before, and I've been having these dreams even.
Oh, wait, before you say anything else, please, this is hard enough as it is.
Are you breaking up with me, Twyla?
What? No. Here, sit down. What I'm about to tell you may sound a little crazy, but well, in your dreams, in them, are we lovers from another time?
How do you know that?
Samson, do you believe in reincarnation? Like spirits that travel across time to be together and stuff like that? What? Why are you laughing? This is not a laughing moment. Samson, I am serious.
No, wait, you are serious. Reincarnation? I've never even... Wait, what do my dreams have to do with...
Because we've been reincarnated, Samson. At least that's what Mary says. I knew this would sound crazy.
No, Twyla, go on. I promise I'm listening. What does your friend Mary have to do with all this?
She's a seer, Samson. Ever since we were little, she has teased me about having lived before and about how my soulmate has traveled through time to love me. Your dreams? I'm having them too, except Mary says that they aren't dreams, but visits to our past lives. Apparently, the universe is out of balance, and we have to set it right by acknowledging our... And now, you're looking at me like I've lost my mind.
No, it's not that. I mean, well, maybe. To the very idea that we've... How many lives have we led according to Mary?
2.
When?
1855 and 1934.
1855. Tell me I was not...
My master, and I your slave.
How horrid. Mary said all of this. Are you sure she's not the one who's crazy?
Well, it would explain how we know so much about each other, right? How we feel like we've known each other forever.
Yes, it would, but the ramifications of this, the very idea, I need some time to wrap my head around all this.
Wait, you're leaving me after I've told you all this?
I could never do that of my own free will, Twyla.
Richard. How are you?
Good. I'm good. May I join you?
Well, actually, I am about to leave.
Just for a moment. I won't take up too much of your time, I promise.
Sure. Fine. So, are you getting something to drink?
Yeah, sure. Maybe later. I miss you, Twyla.
Richard, please.
I'm sorry if I hurt you.
If you hurt me, Richard, you're a gay man masquerading as straight. You would have kept on with your lie if I had not caught you in bed with that other man.
I'm not gay, Twyla.
Yes, you're bisexual. At least that's what you told my mother.
I love you, Twyla. I'll do anything to make this up to you.
Look, there's nothing to make up. Why don't you just come out, live your life? No one's gonna care, right? I mean, gay people, they even have the right to marry now.
It's not that simple, Twyla, and you know it.
You don't use that right there as an excuse for your decisions.
Twyla, I love you.
I don't want that kind of love.
Twyla, you don't seem to understand. Look, it's not that easy in our community.
Oh, come off it, Richard. Don't use that as an excuse for your decisions.
You really are that naive, aren't you? I mean, you think I just walk into Big Mama's house at Sunday dinner and explain to my God-fearing family how I fuck other men and everyone's supposed to just join together and singing Kumbaya?
Sit down, Richard. You know what the hell I mean.
Exactly. I mean, you know better than me, Twyla. Parading around town with that white guy, pretending like it's natural. Or you think I found out about that, huh? You see, people around here, they notice those type of things. People talk.
Who I choose to spend my time with is none of your business. Or anyone else's, for that matter.
But why a white guy, huh? I mean, brothers ain't good enough for you anymore?
No. Just one brother in particular. You know, I had really thought that we had advanced more as a people on this planet, especially now that we've had a black president. Could have had a woman president. But how foolishly romantic of me. It is just the same old rhetoric dressed up in political correctness. Goodbye, Richard.
Twyla, wait. No. Twyla! Yeah, hello? Oh, hey, babe, hey, how are you? Oh, we still on for dinner tonight? Okay, good. Okay. Yeah, later. Miss Sheba!
Am I interrupting something?
No, how are you? Please, have a seat.
Well, I'm better than you must be, my dear. I just saw Twyla leaving and she looked upset.
Yeah, she's still pretty angry with me, I'm afraid.
Oh, Richard, she'll get over it. Just give her some time. But don't you give her too much time now.
What do you mean?
It's this thing with this Bennett man. Twyla actually believes that she can have a relationship with him. I mean, people really should stay with their own kind. Now, take the gays, for example. Now, you know, God made Adam and Eve, not Sam and Steve. I feel so sorry for people that have those kind of people in their family. I don't know what I would do if Twyla was to tell me.
It says all of this in the good book, huh?
Well, of course it does. Old pastor preaches on it ever so often in church on Sundays. He also talks about how whites need to stay with whites and blacks need to stay with blacks.
Miss Sheba, have you ever considered that people lie about things to get what they want? You know, to keep things going their way.
What are you talking about?
Miss Sheba, I have a meeting I need to get to, so if you will excuse me.
Sure. Go right ahead. Richard, remember what I said about Twyla? And don't you give her too much time.
Miss Sheba, after speaking with you, I think I'll just move on with my life.
What?
And maybe you should let Twyla live hers. Goodbye.
Ooh, Sampson, what you doing here? Twyla had to go run some errands.
Yes, I know, Mary. She called and told me earlier. I actually came to see you.
Me? Hey, hold on now. You know Twyla's my girl, and I don't play that share shit.
No.
And what's so damn funny? Why can't it be possible? Why, just last week on All My Children,
Mary!
they were almost
Mary, you are a beautiful woman.
and sexy. Don't forget sexy, honey.
But I only want Twyla.
I know that. A girl can have her fantasies, can't she?
Yes, she can.
I'm too much woman for you anyways. I hurt your skinny behind.
Mary, I came to talk with you about something serious. Twyla told me about your gift.
Oh, you mean how I can see things and such?
Yes, and to be quite frank, at first I thought she was crazy, but Mary, could you read my hands too?
I ain't got to read your hands to know the truth. I know who you are, but do you?
I've never felt connected with anyone the way I do with Twyla. And not even with my ex-wife. Sometimes I wonder why I even bothered marrying her in the first place. I think it was more about pleasing my mother than love or anything.
Simpson, why are you trying to deny what you already know? People trip me out with that one. Samson, instincts and spirits are powerful beings. She told you that, right?
Yes, and I want to believe her, but there are so many things in the way.
Like your families.
How did you know?
Samson, it ain't no big surprise. A white man bring a sister home to meet the family, they ain't gonna be pleased in no kind of way. Especially not your family. You got some evil people in your family. But the even sadder part is, Twyla's family feels the same way. And it's really sad, because love is supposed to be colorblind. Don't nobody own exclusive rights to it.
Yes, but Mary, sometimes things can be more complicated than that.
No, they ain't. Can't nobody tell love who to love.
I want to be with her, Mary. I want to love her and protect her and make her happy. But I am afraid that if I decide to do this, I'll bring her more pain than joy, like before. And I don't want that for her. It would kill me.
You giving me a headache overthinking this shit. Like I thought. Listen, it's safe to love her now, Sampson. She's safe and you safe. This ain't about the world and your families no more. Love is a powerful being, Sam. And you knew that the minute you saw her, didn't you?
Yes. Yes, I did.
Then there ain't no more to say. Now, if you don't mind, I gotta lock up this shop because I got to get ready for my date.
You have a date? That's great, Mary.
Yes, honey. Me and my toys, we gonna have us a hot time tonight.
Please don't hurt yourself, Mary.
Honey, listen. If you can't be with the one you love, get a vibrator. That way, you ain't gonna kick him out for coming too fast. I know, honey.
Don't you make enough money to hire someone to do the cleaning for you, Sampson? I mean, really. It's so demeaning.
Nell, Mother, what can I do for you today? Please make it quick, though. I still have a few more things to take care of before I leave for the evening.
Yes, I'm sure you do. Did she paint this?
What are you talking about, Mother?
Really, Sampson? Did you think I wouldn't find out? People in this town talk, you know. Imagine my surprise to hear through the grapevine that my son has been seen cavorting around town with a nigger woman.
Leave on your own or I will throw you out.
Twyla? Her name is Twyla. Those people don't even know how to give their children real names. Sampson, people or talking. You have no business associating with that voodoo woman.
I don't care what people are saying, Nell. It's none of their damn business. Yours either.
Of course it's my business. You're my son, a Bennett. And whatever shame you bring on this family is my business.
I am not bringing shame on anyone, Mother. This is the 21st century. People do not think the way you do anymore.
Of course they do, Sampson. Don't be so blind and stupid. Why do you think my phone hasn't stopped ringing for weeks? People in this town are appalled that a Bennett would be dating a...
Don't say it again, Mother, or so help me God.
Well, why not? That's what they are, what they call themselves, and they always will be. Your grandfather is probably rolling over in his grave watching this sham. God rest his soul.
That man is not with God, Mother. He has a special seat at the right hand of the devil for what he did to innocent people.
What he did was to provide a comfortable life for our family and to make sure that our good blood was never tainted by breeding with those people. You may not be proud of your history, Sampson, but I am. You wouldn't have all of this if it weren't for his good sense and people like him. You must leave her immediately. Go back to your Emma. You should have never divorced her in the first place. She was from a good family.
I intend to marry Twyla, Mother.
You'll do no such thing, Sampson Bennett. I forbid it!
I am not a child anymore, Nell. You cannot command my heart. The courts, grandfather, will not be on your side.
You forget who gave you the money for this practice, who your clients are. For God's sake, Sampson, think about the consequences of your actions if you marry that woman. No matter how much you may claim to love her, the two of you cannot ignore society. You'll never be accepted.
What is wrong with you? Why can you not be happy for me? I have found a woman who makes me happy, who loves me for who I am, not what I am or what I have. My name means nothing to her.
I taught you to go up, Sampson, not down to the ghetto.
She is an educated woman, Mother, a respected...
She's a nigger! Black woman. She can't erase it, and neither can you. Both of you need to let go of this ridiculous idea of love.
I do love her.
Yes, I'm sure you do. Much like a boy loves his pet dog.
I am not going to lose her again. Not for anyone. Not ever again.
Did you call the police yet?
Not yet. I can't bear the thought of my mother finding out about this. She warned me something like this would happen.
Knowing Sheba, she probably prayed for it just to prove herself right. Do you want me to call the police for you?
No. No, don't tell anyone about this, Mary. You hear me? Nobody.
Why? This is a hate crime and people need to know about it. People have the right to date who they want to date. Fuck who they want to
Twyla,
fuck.
I need to talk to you about... What the hell is this?
That's what I said, Sam. What in the hell? But she won't let me call the police.
Well, why not? Twyla, are you all right? Are you hurt?
Hello? Is anybody listening to me? Shouldn't we call the police?
Mary, Twyla and I will handle this, but thank you for being such a good friend.
You're welcome, but you guys should really think about this. You don't have to put up with this shit. It's 2016. Times is tough everywhere. Hell, with all our men folks in jail or dead, the devil's got our men by the balls. And I, for one, sure miss me some brown
Okay,
sugar balls.
okay. I love you, but you gotta go. I can't take all of this right now.
Okay. You ain't got to kick me out. I'm gonna go get some spray paint remover for these walls. I gotta get some double D batteries for my I'm going. Let me know if you need anything else. Bye.
I am so sorry, Twyla. I never meant to bring any harm to you.
Sampson, what are we going to do? I can't believe that this is happening again. Just like all the times before. We've lived 3 lives, according to Mary, that is, and even now, in the 21st century, we're an eyesore. Why?
I wish I knew the answer to that, Twyla, honey, but I don't. All I know is that I love you. My heart has known and longed to be with you forever. Twyla, do you love me?
Well, yes. Yes, you know that I do.
And do you trust me to do what's best for both of us?
What are you talking
Just
about?
answer me, Twyla, please. Do you trust me?
Sampson, I've always trusted you. Ever since you hid my drawing from Sarah, I knew.
I've been thinking a lot about us. And, well, I know I sound like I'm repeating myself, but I have this feeling that you and I were made for one another. I want to spend the rest of my life with you. This life and any other. I know that if you say yes, our lives will be full of love as well as hate. A life with me will not be easy or simple. It never has been. But if you love me like I love you, and if we promise to walk through all of this with our heads held high, never ashamed of who we are, then will you marry me?
Sampson,
Excuse me. What is going on here?
Mother, what are you doing here?
This must be him. You may as well get up off your knees and put that ring back in your pocket because my daughter ain't gonna be marrying you.
I can speak for myself, Mother.
Miss Sheba.
Don't miss me. It is not a pleasure to meet you. Look at everything that's happened to my daughter since you came into her life. See, this is what happens when you mess with white folks.
Miss Sheba, I love your daughter. We love each other. We belong together. We want to build a life with each other.
You can't have a life. Don't y'all know how hard it is in this here world for people like y'all? You're the reason that her daddy is dead in his grave. Because white folks don't want black folks to have nothing. Don't want us to be anything. He died in the streets a disgrace.
I understand your pain, Miss Sheba, but it doesn't change what's happening between me and Twyla. I love your daughter. I want to do everything, anything to make her happy, to protect her, to love her.
I ain't heard Twyla speak yet.
Mother, me and Sampson, I do love Sampson, and we both feel very strongly that we do belong together. I just want you to support me in this.
I can't. I'm sorry, it's not right. I can't support this. What happens if you decide to have children? How are you going to raise them?
What do you mean?
As black or white?
What does it matter, Miss Sheba?
It does matter. You might not feel the hatred of this world, but your children will. How are you going to explain that to them?
Well, that is for me and Sampson to decide. Not you. You have no part in any of this.
You spitting on your granddaddy's grave. He didn't fight against Jim Crow South for equality for his only granddaughter to turn around and marry one that denied him his rights as his manhood to take care of his family. You spitting on your granddaddy's grave.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. He fought for us, Twyla. He fought for his family, and then you turn around and you lie down with the enemy.
Many people of different ethnicities fought and died for civil rights.
He's not the enemy, Mama. You know you're crazy for thinking that you could come in here and wield my granddaddy's death in my face, like some kind of sword of righteousness. No, your father. He didn't die at the hands of the KKK like you always told me, told everybody, fighting for colored people's rights.
What are you talking about?
That's right. I know, Mama. I did some research. I went to Petersburg and I had a talk with Nana. Seems your father was killed for messing around with some white girl. And my daddy, he wasn't much different, was he?
Lies, lies. It's all lies, and how dare you.
Enough, Mother. You've done enough. I'm not going to tell anyone about Granddaddy. I wouldn't want to ruin his good name or yours, but Mama Sampson and I, we can't keep on paying the price for the world's self-hatred. People should have the right to be with whomever their hearts choose. No laws or anything should get in the way of that.
That is how people get hurt, Miss Sheba, just to stop something so natural and personal. Who gave them that right?
You both talking crazy. Twyla, look at your walls, honey. That up there ain't nothing but pure hatred.
Yes, and it's wrong, but how you feel about me isn't going to make it any more right. You and my mother act like Twyla and I are going to go out into the world and give it some deadly, infectious disease. Look up the word love in the dictionary. You won't find the word disease in the definition. That word up there is the disease and everything that it stands for. I know you won't understand this, but please try. Twyla and I have been waiting, searching, if you will, for one another.
What the hell is he talking about? oh, wait a minute. I know what this is. This is some kind of double talk y'all trying on me, and I'm not going to fall for it. So you listen, daughter of mine. If you marry him, you'll be the enemy.
Mama, please, you don't understand.
It'll be like he died for nothing. Twyla, I feel so sorry for you. Baby girl, you're going to find out that love ain't colorblind like in your art, not in the real world. You're gonna see that. You'll see.
Miss Sheba, please, wait!
Sampson, let her go. She has made her decision. And so have I.
It's been over a century and they still can't see. Why can't they see, Twyla?
That's what happens when you won't open your eyes. You're blind. It's quite funny, really, because sometimes I have to close my eyes to see the message, the story, and the paint. God. Oh, shit. I can't do this. I can't do this.
I can't lose you again, Twyla. I swore once I realized the truth about our past that this time would be different. Honey, there's no law standing in between us, no auction block to take you away from me.
My mother is right, Sampson. I mean, look at this. It says that we are wrong for feeling how we feel, that somehow it is dirty and immoral to love outside your race, a fucking fictional social construction. Why? Sampson, I don't want our children to have to hide or pick a side. Sampson, I don't want to. What's going to happen to us this time? Why can't we just love?
Sampson, what are you doing?
What does it look like I'm doing, Mother?
I don't understand.
Why'd you do it, Mother? I mean, I knew you could be cruel, but I never thought even you would stoop so low as to vandalize someone else's property. But then, that sort of thing isn't really new for our family, is it?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
For once in your life, Mother, you're right. You have no idea. Why'd you do it? Oh, wait. Don't tell me. It was because of the image of a Bennett lying naked in the marital bed with a nigger woman giving her an all-access pass to wealth beyond imagination, a name of all names that a child conceived from this most unholy union would be able to claim as inheritance someday. The Bennett name and history, and what a sordid history it is.
We are better than them.
Why? Because melanin doesn't fill our skin cells to capacity like a raging river? Because science and political wrangling have tried to convince us that color or the privilege of it defines our humanity, our access to things and people and places, people who live in glass houses?
Sampson, you're being overdramatic.
No, Mother. This is being overdramatic.
Sampson? Sampson, please try to understand.
No. I do not have the time.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. At this point, we will have a approximately 20-minute Q&A. So the actors will reconvene on the stage as well as the playwright and the director. So any questions or comments you have about the piece at this time, we would like to discuss it, or how you felt about it. What emotions did it draw out of you, and things like that. Okay? And I'm going to try to moderate it, I guess. Is that the plan? Okay. All right. So one more time for the cast of That College. I'd like to make a special introduction of the producer, playwright, and can't describe it, but Rebecca Lynn is here. And also, our director, so at this point, we'll just, did you want to say something first before we open?
Sure, thank you so much for coming out and supporting this story that's been in the making for about, oh my gosh, over 10 years. We first started in 2008, and then we brought it back in 2011, and then we decided to bring it back 2012, and then we revamped it for 2016. So this, I'm very proud of this cast because they've worked on this show particularly for a year. We started last year doing staged readings around Richmond, and they stuck with us to do the show here. And Shania has been my director. Shania, and actually Kalita, where's Kalita Wooten? Kalita is the artist who drew that colorblind kind of love. And I actually gave the original script to her in 2008, and she painted that for me when I told her what my vision was. So Kalia's been with me since 2008 on this journey through this play too. So I want to give her a hand because she's. So what I want to do is I want to open it up for questions from you for either the actors in terms of what you felt about their characters or how they came to be. You can ask Shania questions. Well, she don't like questions, but you can ask me about the directing process, or you can ask me questions about the writing process. So we want to open that up, and for our viewers who are watching on our live stream, you could also type in a question to our Facebook page, and we'll try to answer that too. I think, Tony, you're fielding those questions for me, right? You're looking on Facebook to get those questions for me if they come through? So let's open it up to questions before we move on and I say anything else. Yes?
What motivated you to write this play?
What motivated me to write that colorblind kind of love was the story of Richard and Mildred Loving. I'm not from Virginia. I'm originally from California. I'm here by way of the U.S. military. I was in the Air Force, served 6 years in Hampton, Virginia. And I read about their case, and I was intrigued that a couple would fight so vehemently for the right to love one another. And hopefully you guys know the story. They were arrested for marrying illegally because miscegenation was against the law. It was a violation of the 1924 Racial Integrity Act. And I was just fascinated by the fact that Mildred in particular, who was classified as Negro, but she was Native American and African American, that she was so determined to get that felony conviction off of her and her husband's record. And she took it all the way to the Supreme Court here, and she won. And with her winning, with that family winning that case, it would open up the door to other lawsuits that would come against the state, the country, for violating really people's civil rights to marry and love whomever they wish to marry. So we would not have gay marriage equality if it had not been for this case, because they used that Loving case to help argue in front of the Supreme Court why there should be gay marriage. So I was just intrigued by that story as an educator, and my muse gave me this. So that's how I got the story idea. Yes?
Yes, you mentioned reading a case. Were you a JAG officer in the military?
They don't want me to be JAG. No, I'm an English teacher.
Okay.
I teach English literature and composition. And so I teach African American literature part 1 and 2, which is the beginning to the present, and I teach women's lit, and I teach American lit. So I'm always reading. And I cannot teach literature without teaching history. So that's how I came across the story, because I'm always reading, pretty much.
Great.
Right? Yes, question.
I had the privilege of doing the stage reading back in the day, and I wanted to applaud you, and I want to ask all of the actors,
Yes.
how difficult was it to speak your dialogue? Because I know we had some differences in it, when we did the stage reading.
Yes.
So the dialogue was so real and so raw. I want to know if any of you had difficulty when you first read it, because it can be blunt.
Right. Okay, so the question for those watching at home was, for the actors, what is your take on your first reading of it? Was it difficult, basically, for you to come to terms with the piece, basically? So, what are your thoughts? Anybody want to answer that?
For me, it wasn't. I mean, in my opinion, this play is real. I mean, this is real life. Still going on. Like, everything that's in this play is extremely relevant. So when I read it, it was refreshing for me. I'm like, this is real. I just feel like when you put on productions, you do the audience a disservice by not being authentic. And I think this was really authentic. So for me, I liked it, obviously.
Well, you know where you have to get to. It was not easy for me at the beginning of this process. I knew where I'd be at the end, and I knew I'd be comfortable with it at the end. But no, at the beginning of it, I even shared that with a number of members of this cast, that I was not comfortable with this initially. We got there, but it's hard.
And thematically, it's not just the themes of the race. For Twyla and Sampson, I don't know about Deirdre, but it was very difficult for someone like me to get into the headspace of someone like Sampson, who is that courageous, willing to put everything on the line. And the language, though, the actual words was my stepping stone to that, just immersing myself in the words, because Rebecca's given us some really, really beautiful dialogue to work with. It makes this story live in and of itself. So taking it that next step between Rebecca's words and Shania's direction was simplicity itself. But dealing with some of the themes was very challenging, especially in the early days of the stage readings.
What about the two mothers?
Yeah.
Yes, Valerie and well, Valerie has a different take on it. So Valerie, tell them how you originally came
Well,
about.
I originally played Mary. I played Mary first in the first beginning of stages, which is an absolute fun role, but Akira just did an amazing job.
Yes.
But then I went to the role of Sheba. And for me, Sheba reminds me of the African American family unit. And we are very good at keeping secrets. Whatever happens in the African American home stays in the African American home. And I just find that horrible because you can't heal. If you don't, we're always say, pray for me, but you never tell someone what to pray for. I'll pray for you, but they don't know what they're praying for. So we have to get out of that stereotypical type of not telling people what's going on so that we can heal and get help for it. So that, to me, was excellent in portraying Sheba.
Marie?
I actually found it hard to get into this because it's not something that I ever believed, and to be perfectly honest with naivety, I didn't think it was as prevalent as it was, or as prevalent as it is now. And my husband and I were enlightened because my nephew has a very good friend who's serving in the service for us, and he married a black woman. And we were all going to go to the wedding, and we discovered that his mother, who is a free bird, a hippie type of woman, is just raunchy about it. And we were just aghast. And, then we found out that our nephew's dating a black woman, and she's adorable. And we're like, okay, so didn't this really go away? I mean, where did education stop? And it's sad, but it was very hard. But I remembered fighting my father on this because I had a number of black friends in school, and he and I just went to blows whenever I was going out with him. And so it was hard to play this side of it, but the cast really made it very easy, and this guy really made it easy to fight with.
Mary, what about Mary? Tell me about your dialogue. How did you, because you were fantastic.
Yeah, because Mary is so outlandish. I am a very open person. I'm very grounded in myself and who I am, and I do my own thing. So I think more than anything, it wasn't really an issue for me getting into the context. Just every now and then I have a thought of, oh my God, my mom's coming. She's going to hear what I'm saying. And she said something last night. She was like, you got a cockeyed mouth. And I was like, I know. But Mary is so fun, so there I want to have like no inhibitions when approaching her because she is so grounded in herself and who she is and what she does. So I wanted to make that connection as authentic as I could. And so, yeah, it was fun.
And I did apologize to her mother last night before she came back. What you're about to hear. But she was good with it, so. Any other questions that we have for the cast? Anyone, do you have a hand up? Yes.
There was a scene, the second scene after Twyla was sold, where she came out and she was doing this, and I didn't understand that. Tell me, what was that about?
So that is her nightmare. That's sort of for me, it served as the glue between the scene or the auction scene and present day, to show that some of the memory, the feeling, the emotion from that time still carried over with her to present day. So it was more of a stylistic sort of dance, just a short sort of segue from one period to another.
Okay. Right, because I believe in the theory of cell memory, where our cells carry the memory of our people. And so for me, in creating that transition, it was about her having that remembrance in some ways of being on that auction block. So we took a little stylistic twist with it, but that's essentially what that was about.
And then the drums always kind of lead us from one period to another. And so just that rhythm that carries us, that rhythm that we don't understand, that just intrinsically lives in us, so.
Yes, right. Any other questions? Yes, ma'am.
I thought it was real interesting how with Twyla, she didn't have her hair covered until she met up with Sampson. And all of a sudden, during the course of that relationship, her scar stayed on. Even though, they talked about that, but still it remained.
Well, what do y'all want to say about that? Want to speak to that?
Yeah, I do. Yeah. I do. Yeah, that was I want to claim that as an actor choice, but that was honestly a human error on my part. And so yes, I'm human. I am human, and so I was hoping that there was enough time to establish that this is my style before I actually had to say this is my style. And so,
that was in the script. That's why I'm not back here when you're performing.
Yes, that was an oopsie daisy.
That's supposed to be on.
Thank you for catching it.
Do we get the camera answer now? Well, actually, what we're going for is.
But no, that was an important piece of her character was the covering, and for women of color, hair is a thing.
Yes.
It's a problem. My nappy hair or my straight hair or my, oh, she's got good hair or you've got bad hair, and I wanted to bring that issue across through the times that there's this concern with hair and identity and beauty and self-love. And when Mary makes the comment, why are you hiding with that scarf on your head? For all her awareness, why is she still hiding who she is underneath that scarf, right? So that was another but we did it on the Saturday and the Friday show. Okay, any other questions or comments that you might have for the cast? Yes, sir.
Was Richard always in it in 2008?
No. Was Richard always in the script? No.
I want to compliment you because we're all focused on the primary story and who you reached.
Right.
And that really dimensionally added to it.
Oh, thank you very much. No, Richard originally was not in the script. Uh-oh, she has a question.
Oh, I just wanted to pose the question back to you. What made you ask that question?
Because you find yourself focusing on the obvious struggle of the original story, and then you go in another direction where it exists in another element, in another way. And I just thought that was really powerful. And well done.
Thank you very much. Isn't he fabulous? No, in the original script, we did not have Richard. And we didn't have Bennett Sr. either.
Nope.
And Shania and I came back to the table because I always felt like the piece was incomplete. And I feel like that very rarely about my work. I'm very much connected to my muse. If they give me a story, wherever it ends, that's it. So there would be no part 2, so don't ask me. But I remember telling Kalita too when we first started, and Shania when we first started, I'm like, this doesn't feel done. And so Shania and I met, 2015?
Yeah.
Maybe 2015, we were like, should we bring Richard? And I was kind of hesitant at first because I was like, okay, how do I bring him in? What I don't want is a conflict between him and Sampson, because that takes away from the entire story of what I'm trying to do. Just like the two mothers can never meet, those two characters can never meet. And as a writer, a playwright, you have to do what's right by the story, not by what you think the audience would want. So I had to find a way to bring him in as authentically and respectfully as I could, because you never want to create a character that is one-dimensional and offensive in such a way that your audience tuned out to that character. So we wanted to show you who he was too, the other part of the story. So, and it's kind of the same thing with the father. I had to make that, how do we show who Sampson, who he comes from on another level. So that's why we brought in that Richard character and the Bennett Sr. character. Yes.
I just want to make a comment.
Yes.
Those two in the back.
Okay. This is our stage crew.
two came to us probably about a week, maybe two. I think Khadijah told Daniel, and then we just kind of were stuck with them. But they have been everything from script masters to backstage managers to prop managers to everything, and they're both budding actors. And so it was really important for me as we were going through rehearsal to teach them the process as we went through, but then to also give them that opportunity, that stage time to shine.
And then far back we can't forget, this is Larry Davis, who his artwork is some of the pieces you see right here. Tony found Larry, and Larry's work speaks to pretty much the theme of the play, which is love. And so when you get a chance after we end, please go by and stop at his table, because he could tell you the story of every piece that he has out there and what the influence is behind it. And you'll notice the parallel between this play and what he's doing in his own artwork. So this is why we wanted to keep it in an art gallery, why I wrote it for an art gallery, because for me, art is activism. And art, theater in particular, is the ultimate truth revealer. When you come to theater, you pay to get the truth shoved down your throat. And if you have the right story and the right director and the right actor and the right set, the audience always walks away forever changed. So that was hopefully our intention, and hopefully I think we succeeded in that in a big way. And we have to give kudos to our costume designer, Miss Jen. Please take a stand. Our costume designer. Jen was with us also in 2011. She originally played Sarah Mel. She was our original Sarah Mel. And she wanted to come back and join us in any way she could. So she helped put together all the costumes for our cast, and she was fantastic. She's a dynamic actress as well. So. Anyone else have any questions before we close out and let you guys go get some more food from Nomad's Deli? Aren't they fabulous, the food from Nomad's Deli? And both of our artists are selling their work, and of course we also have our model, Shania, our Love Matters t-shirts. And we want to give an absolute fantastic big shout out and loves to WCVE. And we can't close out the show without y'all giving it up for our live musicians, Mr. Keith Wallace. And the other two nights, Troy was our drummer. Kalita stepped in. She a jack of all trades. She doing drum and art. Tony, I want to ask, do we have any Facebook questions before I close it out?
What we had was someone dressed by Marie. Someone did ask the question, have any of you guys in the cast experienced something similar to this?
Has anyone in the cast experienced something similar to what we performed in the piece? Well, I'm not going to say. I know I have, so I don't know. I'm an alien, though, so. Ooh, that's a deep, thought-provoking question, isn't it? Well, I do have a friend like Mary, but I won't name her. And I would say that my grandfather was probably a combination of Bennett Sr. and Marie. My grandfather was biracial. He was a very angry man. He used to say some stuff to us as kids about, words that I don't like to use in person. That are in the script, because he just felt so abandoned by his country. He passed as a white man, but his wife was a dark-colored woman, and whenever he would show up with her, they would be summarily booted out. He lost land in Maryland and the Eastern Shore because they found out what he was, and he had to lie most of his life about who and what he was. So he was a very angry man. So that was also kind of an inspiration for me because I knew what my family has experienced on my father's side as far as being the product of mixed races. And my mother's side being primarily, they were owned. That family was owned by a white family. So that was one of the inspirations also behind my work. So any other questions or comments before we close out?
Did they ever get married?
I don't know.
He said he wasn't gonna be there.
I'm not answering that question.
Well, he left. He got rid of his
Choose your own adventure.
I don't know, exactly. I'm not the kind of playwright that, my muse never gives me the happy, typical wrap-up ending. Because that's not life. I don't know. I don't know. I hope the best for them, but I don't know. Right? Okay, so we got to wrap it up. So guys, you can talk with us out front. Thank you so much for coming.